talk about something that I have seen bartenders be really creeped out over a lot. I've been creeped out by this shit too. It happened to me a couple of times before. It's called gang stalking, and it's a very real thing. And we have a customer who we nicknamed Sunglasses, because Sunglasses wears sunglasses all of the time. All night, doesn't matter. He has sunglasses on because he works his ass off. He's a truck driver, and his eyes are always really red because he's so tired. I've seen that in my family members too, having terribly sad, overwhelmingly busy work lives and no personal time. And this guy definitely drinks a little much. He's very traumatized. His life has not been pleasant, like lots of people's lives have not been pleasant. And as a bartender, sometimes people will come in and they're not necessarily riff-raffy, but you just don't really fucking like these people. Like, there's something off about them, and you know, somebody's gonna do some stupid shit or say some stupid shit. It's probably these guys. Like, give them a couple and hopefully they get the hell out of there really quick. I've seen on a couple of occasions this guy come in, and it was not very busy. And the first time it happened, it wasn't very busy. He sits down, and within 10 minutes, 3 people come in, and somebody just like straight up started shit with him over something from the past, right? So I'm like, alright, no big deal, like whatever. And then the second time it happened, there was a few people, but this guy comes in, and literally 20 minutes later, somebody comes in and just says something really dick to him. And he's just like, I can't even catch a fucking break. Like, I literally sit here with my sunglasses on, so nobody fucking talks to me, and everybody just leaves me alone. Like, nobody even likes me. So, you know, they make it obvious enough. They have for years. Like, I can't even just come and sit down. Like, can't fucking sit down. And when that time happened, I went over and dealt with the customer and let him know that if you have problems with somebody, you don't deal with it in the place I'm working at all. And tonight, this poor fucking guy comes in, and everything was really, really fine. Like, really fine for 45 minutes. And it's like 4 people who I'm like, I already see it coming. Like, now I am absolutely certain that this dude's just straight up getting gang stalked. And I went over and I approached these people very solemnly and professionally whenever I was waiting on them, and I would just kind of straight up like look really, really intensely at them and just absolutely whatever you want. And it's really funny. These people totally behaved, and you could tell that they were creeped out. Like, they did not like the way I was being with them, but they did not understand why. Like, I was very nice. It's just the way your eyes can change, you know? And talking to this guy, and he's like, I feel like I have a therapist. I feel like she just tells me I'm really paranoid, And, there's not people following me. And I'm like, you know what? Actually, from what I've come to understand in my spiritual journey type information, is that that's actually something called gang stalking that's happening to you. And it looks like a very real thing. And now that I know what in the hell I've been looking at, anytime I've ever seen this, it literally makes sense. I'm like, I just think that maybe you should check into shit like that, because I don't think there's anything to be paranoid about. I've seen that happen to you, and other people see these things. They just don't know what in the fuck they're looking at, and they don't know why it's happening. It's called gang stalking. It's when people are walking around spiritually asleep and they have shit on them, like those reptilians in their etheric planes leeching on their back, and like the dark entities they have fucking with them inside of their minds, and they're being puppeted. This is such a game. And when you wake up and you just accept the fact that no matter what, you know enough, and you know that it's just totally a game of good energy versus bad energy. And when you understand that you pretty much saved your own ass while you're walking around so that you can go wherever the hell you want whenever you die in the next level, you go to a better level of a video game and try to beat back the dark forces there. Looks like a big video game. And when you understand at least that, and if you can't understand that, it's because your consciousness is asleep. Your mind is small, and you can't process or comprehend how big of a deal that is. And it's kind of like fun sometimes, understanding that you're a slice of God and you're not putting up with that fucking bullshit anymore. And no, I'm going to respectfully stand my ground, and that's why my coworkers really, really like it when I'm there. A lot of shit goes a lot smoother because my customers always know I'm the coolest motherfucker in any room until I'm given a reason not to be, and I'm going to be very calm and rational about it until I'm given a reason to not be. I think I've been pretty rational. I think I've been mentally overcharged to death and back, but yeah, that's gang stalking, guys. Believe what your eyes are seeing and go look at how to figure out how to deal with these problems. It's called looking up the right information. Gang stalking is a problem. I used to think George Zimmerman was so innocent and right with what he did, but then you look at gang stalking and you look at the kinds of people that are gang stalking people, and there's a big direct link between neighborhood watches and like Kenny Woodcock motherfuckers out there acting like they care about shit vigilante style, but they got dark entities fucking with their minds. And in George Zimmerman's case, he really showed what a dickhead he truly was as soon as he was acquitted of all that shit. I feel terrible I ever had an opinion and any kind of support about George Zimmerman. Like, when you wake up as a Christian conservative Republican, and when you actually can look at all of this shit, your job becomes to not flip the fuck out. This is why they will never come and take anybody's guns. They know it would start a revolution. And they want people flipping the fuck out and using them against each other. Nope. It's a big game. Look up gang stalking.